Easy people, hope everyone's doing okay. Welcome to the town of Visoko, and today I'm going to take you right up there. You can just see the peak there, the trees. That is the Bosnian Pyramid. The Bosnian Pyramid, yep, you heard me right. This place is fascinating. It's been a subject that I've had a great interest in. I'm really looking forward to getting up there, exploring. And what is really special about this place is the official narrative denies that it's a pyramid. It doesn't want this to be a pyramid here for obvious reasons. This is Bosnia, and if this is a pyramid, then it's bigger than the one in Egypt, and that changes the whole historical narrative of what we have been taught, what we have been told to believe. And I'm just here with Kareem's father.
Aga Khan, Jamia, Aga Khan. Fondacja Aga Khan.
Aga Khan, okay. What does that mean?
Yeah.
So this is Kareem's father. This is the place that I'm just staying at that you saw in the previous video, and he's kindly going to drive me up to the pyramid. Wait, what is your name? Sorry, your name?
Yeah.
Your name?
Yeah, Music.
Ah, Music. His name's Music. We'll go with that. It's a good name, right?
Jamia, the Stevie clip.
Clip here to the right.
Yeah.
You say turn to the right.
Yeah.
Is this something interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, почему после?
You go and look. Me go and look. Yeah. Okay, you wait here. After. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. You can always communicate. You just got to improvise a little bit of imagination.
Aga Khan. Prva nagrada za arhitekturu. Aga Khan. Fondacja Jamia.
Oh, okay. Architecture. Historica.
Autobahn Historica Aga Khan Fondacja Switzerland.
Excelente, Excelente.
Excelente.
Super. I think we're speaking Italian now. I'm not sure. Is that Bosnian, huh? Bosnian, huh? So this is a schola. This is like a school, huh? There we go. Getting the tour of the town right now. Valley of the Pyramids. Look at this. 7 different pyramids right here. So anyway, let's go and find out what is going on in the labyrinth of tunnels underneath the Pyramid of the Sun. As you can imagine, much of this site hasn't been fully excavated because the authorities don't wish to reveal what is here. And it's down to the tireless work of, you'll have to forgive me, I forget his name, a Bosnian archaeologist who really brought this to the people's attention of the world. And he's paid the price for doing that, because before he was a respected archaeologist teaching at the universities in America. Which way am I going? I think we'll go down this way. And when he come out and said that this is a huge pyramid complex here, bigger than the ones at Egypt, they took his license away. And this is very normal. If you go outside the box, the curriculum of what is accepted, what is the official narrative, you will pay the price, and that man certainly has. Hello.
Hi.
I have one ticket, please.
Have you been inside before?
I haven't, no, this is my first time.
Okay, you will go with the guide.
I have to go with a guide? How much is a guide?
20 marks.
20
She's
marks.
not for selling, but the ticket is.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's just part of the package. Yeah. Oh, okay. How's it you, huh? Hello. Hey, Mike doing videos, huh? Mike doing videos, yeah? Good man. Okay.
You're English.
I am English, yes.
I can hear.
So you need a helmet. So we are going underneath. This really is a labyrinth, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Where are you from?
From England.
Oh, then you can have translation in Italian.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Let's go.
It's okay, yeah? There we go. Super.
Tour, which is about 700-800 meters. We are not entering the Pyramid of the Sun, but we are always moving in the direction of the pyramid, that is southeast. But from here till the pyramid we have 3 kilometers air line, and we cleared about 2.5. So that's the reason why we can't enter the pyramid now, because we haven't cleared everything.
Yes.
This is the only exit, the only entrance. We don't have any others. As you walk deeper in the tunnels, we have more negative ions. They clear the air from bacteria and viruses, and they are very important, especially for the people who have problems with asthma or bronchitis or leukocytes, white blood cells. So in global, with immune systems. Inside of the tunnels, we measure between 20 and 60,000 per cubic centimeter. Outside in the city is 100 till 200. Bottoms, ceilings, the walls are the original. So we don't dig anything. Everything is the original size. This material, so walls and the ceilings, are so-called conglomerate, mixed from different stones, sand and pebbles. Geologists from Germany and Poland did the analysis, and they discovered that this came here 33 to 35,000 years ago when the pre-last ice age melted.
Wow.
In whole city, this place is the only place where we have this conglomerate. This material is mixed with the melted clay and the water. Then they produce big concrete blocks. And out of 4 layers of the concrete blocks, the Pyramid of the Sun is built. And between 2 layers, if we are counting from bottom to the top, 3rd and 4th, we found fossilized leaf that we sent in in Ukraine. They did radiocarbon analysis, and the leaf is 30,000 years old, so 30,000 years old. So we don't dig, we don't use any other tools, we don't use drills, just the shovel and wheelbarrow, and we take this material, which is soft material. But at the entrance to every new tunnel, we always find so-called dry walls. I will show you how they look like. Those are big river stones set one on another without any kind of the binders. So no cement, no concrete, no clay, nothing, completely dry. And in one of them we found a piece of wood that burned before. We sent the wood to Sweden, and the analysis showed that the wood is 5,000 years old. And that's the reason why we think that we had here 2 active civilizations. One digging and building, according to the leaf, 30,000 years ago, and second closing everything, according to the wood, 5,000 years ago. But we didn't want to give them names. Reason, back to school, doesn't matter if you live Italy, England, Bosnia, Serbia, Zanzibar, we all learned the same thing, and we learned that the oldest civilizations are Sumer, Babylon and Egypt, but they are just 8,000 years old. And we all learned that the oldest pyramids are Egypt, 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
And when my guest asked me, why can't we find anything about you in the history books, or I don't know, in some scientific magazines, my answer is actually a question. Who wants to change history in 21st century?
Yeah.
Especially with a small Balkan country. No one wants to do it.
No.
I'm sorry for being honest, but nobody wants to do it.
Yeah. How many pyramids are here?
We discovered actually 6.
6.
But the 5 have names.
Yeah.
The 6th one still doesn't. So we have Pyramid of the Sun, of the Love, of the Dragon, of the Moon, and Temple of Mother Earth.
Wow.
And the 6th one is still unnamed.
Oh, unnamed.
So we send little piece from every structure to Geophysical University in Kiel in Germany. They did material analysis for us, and the analysis showed that those aren't natural stones. So this is mix of clay, sand and water, and then everything is on very high temperature baked. So, and the scientists told us we needed the temperature about 1,000 degrees Celsius. So it's not possible that the nature did it without burning everything else.
Yeah.
So we scanned everything with a georadar that works like the X-rays, and we find out that in every bigger ceramic we have quartz crystals, smaller pieces in whole block, that under every ceramic at the depth 20 to 25 meters, here is 21 meter under, we have underground water flow. That's the reason why we had physicists here, and they find out when the water produces frequency goes up, hits the ceramics and the crystals. Crystals start to vibrate, ceramics to resonate, and the ceramic works just like transformer. So transforms that negative frequency into positive for us. In this case, in whole length of these tunnels, so not only where the ceramic is, also in the top of the Pyramid of the Sun, we have electromagnetical field, frequency 28 kilohertz, which can regenerate the cells and the organ. So the biggest ceramic here in this group is actually the smallest one that has quartz. We don't move them, we scan them, we got volume, surface, and then we determine the mass. The biggest one here weighs 350 kilograms, but this is the smallest one with the quartz inside. But we will see later the ceramics that weigh 3.5, 4 and 8 tons. So this is only 350 kilograms.
Wow.
These two are also here, also at the original place, but they don't have any kind of the crystals inside. So we don't know their function. That everything that you see, it is at the original place. We just clear the sand and we leave it like it was.
On some Indiana Jones shit. Wow.
And that's the reason why that we have scientists here who know how to translate this. They try, and they told us that we have just a little problem. The runic letters are only 2,000 years old. According to the wood, tunnels are 5,000 years closed. This what you see here are the Hungarian rooms. We set them here because some of them are matching that we have down, but everybody told us we can't translate it. On our good luck, in the team was Bobby Scarf. She's a retired professor, university professor. She was history professor in USA. She found the book of the old runic letters, and she translated this, what we have here. But the other block that we will see with the symbols, we don't have translation. So basically I'm going to tell you the translation that we officially have, and that you can find in Dr. Sam's book, The Man Who Discovered Everything.
Yeah.
So the translation is, the gate is closed, we are at the standstill, but we will need to fight that we can defend and conquer when the Stargate is open again. Stargate meaning really spiritual gate, not this that we have today. But from that translation we can't actually explain what's going on. Where is the gate, when it's gonna be open? Maybe it is open, we still don't know, but the translation is really interesting. Can you add here?
Transforms that negative energy into something that's positive for us. That's why I told you that these are ancient machines. They neutralize and transform something negative into something that's positive for us.
On your right, you will have our so-called K3 that weighs 3.5 tons. On the left, we will have K1. That one weighs 4 tons. And on that one, you will see craved symbols. So these
Magnetic
are the symbols.
stones,
you can see
huh?
them here. And here closer to the bench, you can see.
Yeah.
And this is how they look like when we scanned everything. Unfortunately, just 3 of them are matching runic letters. And we have 25 altogether. So 22 are totally unknown.
Yeah.
So we don't know the translation.
Wow.
But this is our so-called K2. And this one weighs 8 tons. But again, only 8 tons. You're just like only 350, or it's too much. No. We have the ceramic that we called K5, which is still not completely cleared from the sand. So that's the reason why it's still in the scientific area. But cleared part of the K5 weighs about 20 tons. So welcome to the tunnels where the 8 tons is just 8 tons. That in every ceramic, we have pieces of quartz crystals. Here we have one bigger oval-shaped quartz. Here the block is not directly on the ground. You can put feet down under. So we were under, we took a photo, we took a sample, and right behind you, the photo eternity, you can see the pedestal or the table that the block is lying on. That is natural stone, but still the stone block is glued with calcium carbonate, and in that time calcium carbonate was the best glue they had. So that means, whoever they were, it was important to them that nobody can move it, that nobody can take anything from this place, so that it needs to be here kind of forever. We scanned everything again, and we find out that here, at the depth of 22 meters, we have the biggest, and I can say the strongest, underground water that's flowing. And when we had physicists here inside, they also discovered that in the tunnels we can measure 2 frequencies more, not just electromagnetical. We have also ultrasound frequency, But we have ultrasound thanks to the electromagnetical frequency. They actually find out that this electromagnetical frequency spreads through the tunnels, flows to the top of the pyramid, but on the way up, it hits in the walls and in the ceilings. And then we have a lot of the quartz crystals and minerals, and when it hits quartz crystals and minerals, it comes to so known in physics, piezoelectric effect, and we got ultrasound frequency. Ultrasound frequency, again, in the whole length of the tunnels, is between 28 and 42 kilohertz, and maybe numbers doesn't affect you, but 28 to 42 kilohertz frequency, we modern people call physical therapists. I don't know if you noticed, but you don't have internet and you don't have signal here. Thanks God. Thanks to that, we don't have electromagnetical radiations from the antennas, from the phones, from the signals, and we don't have any kind of UVA, UVB lights inside, so nothing is coming in. And again, we don't have negative frequencies from the water. Thanks to that, in the tunnels we have still original frequency of the planet Earth. In physics, it is called Schumann resonance. The frequency is originally 7.83 hertz. And I'm really sorry, but I need to disappoint you. Outside, since 1990s, the lowest Schumann resonance is not 7.83 hertz. The lowest is 20 hertz. And it just grows. And physicists say the main reason is electrosmog. Smartphones, internet, Wi-Fi, 3G, 4G, 5G, antennas, aeroplanes. And I'm so sorry, but again, I need to disappoint you. Schumann resonance, so 7.83 frequency hertz, is the only one which is perfect for the mental and physical health, because that frequency causes the brain to work slower, and thanks to that, brain can regenerate faster. How much can you personally feel electromagnetical frequency? Because we people, we have our electromagnetical fields, so-called auras, and when they connect with some other aura, people who are a bit more sensitive to these things, they start to react, especially at the palms or fingertips, because those are our nerves. But again, that you need to know, if you're coming here alone, first time when you come here, you need to go with the guide. So this is the guided tour when you know what to do, where to sit. Second time you can go alone for so-called meditation. Ticket is cheaper than this one. It is for 1 hour, because the ceramics, like ceramics, they don't heal anything. They are just machines. They transform one frequency to another. The frequencies are those that are healing.
So they've actually measured the electromagnetic field down here, yeah? Wow. It's strong.
Just 28 kilohertz. That one that regenerates cells and the organs.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had one Croatian physicist who did that for us. And he was so stunned with that, what we measured here in the top of the pyramid of the sun, that he decided to visit more than 80 pyramids in the world. Just please watch your head. And those pyramids are pyramids in Egypt, Guatemala, China, Sudan, Peru, Mexico, and Canarian Islands. And of every single one, again more than 80, he measured the same frequency of electromagnetical field, 28 kilohertz.
So that's not a coincidence, no? These are...
No way, that's the
healing.
reason why we don't believe that the pyramids were tombs.
No, I don't believe that
I don't
either.
believe it, I don't buy
Healing,
it,
healing.
My personal opinion is just telling you that, not joined to my job.
Yes.
If they were if the pyramids were tombs,
Yes.
why the dead people needed the frequency that regenerates cells and organs? When we know when we wanted to mummify them, they took the organs outside.
Yeah.
Why
doesn't make any sense, no?
Yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Why do they need it? Something that regenerates.
To be honest, you wouldn't build a pyramid of these sort of sizes just to house a dead body, you know.
When you die, really, you need a grave 2 meters long, meter and a half,
not
meters wide.
not a mega structure.
I'm honest. 200 meters.
These energy buildings of some sort, then healing properties and
and every single pyramid are built at so-called ley lines.
Oh, the ley lines,
crossing of
yes,
ley
yeah. The natural
The
electrode
energy-
fields.
Yeah, the energy lines
Yes,
of the planet Earth that
yeah.
actually connect volcanoes.
It's the strongest points of the
And
fields,
they
yeah.
actually, example, Cheops Pyramid or Khufu in Egypt.
Yes.
We have 18 ley lines crossing in one point.
Wow.
We have 24 here.
24.
Yes,
God.
we have even more. So here on your left, if you do kind of half squat,
Yeah.
you can see the lake here. When you see it, we will just continue
Oh, yeah, okay.
behind me.
Yeah, wow.
There we will sit and I'll explain you everything about the water. Znači ovdje samo ako se malo sagnete možete vidjeti jezerce.
Wow. Do you think you'll ever get the funding to fully excavate this place, or they don't want to?
Basically our goal is now to enter the pyramid
Yeah.
and to see if we have something inside. What is that was maybe the reason why they decided to close
To
everything.
cover it, yeah, to bury it
And
almost.
then we have the goal when we do that,
Yeah,
to come back and to clear all the other tunnels
yeah.
to see where they lead, in which direction what's going on. I like lake.
Yeah.
We discovered it at the beginning of 2011. It is like half of these chambers, so 15 square meters big, and the water depth is half meter. But in the same year, at the end, we discovered 2 tunnels more. They're going southeast and east, and they are 220 and 150 meters long. Both of these tunnels are fully filled with the water, but the proof that they are not natural. You can see it here in the photos. At the bottom, in the middle of the bottom, in both of these tunnels, we have a channel which is 40 centimeters wide. The sides you can see up at this photo on your right. The sides are 90 degree sides and the slope is 1.5 degrees. There is no way
No,
that the nature did it.
absolutely not.
If it's possible, why don't we have a creek that flows 20 meters
This is
under
man-made,
these
yeah.
circumstances? No way, so
Absolutely
it's not
not.
natural.
Yeah.
Water level is actually half meter at the beginning, but meter 70 at the end. And this is the water level that never changes. So it doesn't matter how much water do we take, what
Is this
do we do,
a spring
it's the
then?
same.
Is this like a spring of
We
some
don't
sort of
know.
connected to?
We don't know from where is water coming, where it's going,
Ah.
but we think it can be connected
Yeah.
with some kind of the bigger water accumulation.
Yeah.
We did a scanning and we discovered that under the pyramid of the sun we have a huge lake.
Yes.
It can be that they work like in physics, those, I call them conjoint pots.
Right.
When you empty one, from the another one is filling, that you have it here. Because we couldn't discover from where is water coming, where it's flowing. And we had, I'm going to tell you the best example how the water works. In 2014, we had floods. So all the ex-Yugoslavia, so Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Croatia, they were under the water. So normal level of River Bosna that flows through this city in the May is about 2.5 meters. This is maximum of the maximum. But in May 2014, we had 9.5 meters water level. It was raining for 1 month without stopping. So basically the water from the pipes, from tap water, if you wanted to drink it, you needed to boil it because the water was muddy.
Whoa.
You couldn't drink it because everything was totally under the water.
Yeah.
But water level here and color didn't change a bit. So that really means that it doesn't
That is
have
amazing.
connections with the water from outside. But maybe with some other water accumulation, it can be. And because of that, we are doing every single year water microbiological analysis. So this is the newest one. Health Institute from city Zenica, that is here near the city. They did microbiological analysis. This is the newest one, March this year.
Yeah.
And the analysis showed the water is without bacteria, without viruses, without any kind of the other microorganisms. The water is 100% drinkable water.
Yeah.
And the pH value is always between 7.4 and 7.6.
Wow.
Human pH is always 7, 8.
Yeah.
And the Institute of Bio, that is shorter name of this institute, they split the people into 2 groups. One drinking tap water, another one drinking tunnel water for about 1 month, but without knowing what kind of the water, so that we don't cause placebo effect. That it's I'm gonna drink, I know what I drink, so that's the reason why I'm better. Before and after, they'd actually measure all these parameters. And when we got final analysis, it showed that the people with Slovenian water, tap water, have no changes, which is really normal because that is the water that we all drink, doesn't matter where we live. But the people with this water, they have 30 to 40% better blood analysis. All of them had normal blood pressure. The exact same things happen with the, I don't know if you heard, for the Zamzam water from Mecca, Saudi Arabia. It's holy water to the Muslims. The same thing happens, but again, holy water, and it's like that because of the prayers. Here we don't do any kind of the prayers, so that's the reason why I don't like to say this is holy water or this is healing water. This is basically healthy water.
Living waters, I like to call it.
Living water, energetically alive water.
Yeah.
Why they gave a certificate that says the water has very high energy level, but that they don't have the answer why. And we wanted to know why. We couldn't wait that the answer comes alone. So we sent the water to Japanese physicist, Dr. Masaru Emoto.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard
Legend.
about him, but he's the one who proved that the water really is alive, that the water has emotions, can take and share the information, and that the water has memory, just like us people. We share the information between each other. We learn what somebody says, and we tell it to somebody else. But he proved really that if you expose the water to the higher frequencies, those are yelling, swearing, words of hate, aggressive music, if you freeze the water and then you decide to take a picture of a crystal, you will always get completely broken crystal. For those, he said, the water has very low level of the energy. It's energetically dead water, which is not bad water. It's just that the water is drinkable, but the only effect is I'm not thirsty. So nothing else. You will get nothing else except that. And he proved if water is exposed to lower frequencies, words of love, classical music, meditating, or when somebody's praying, when you freeze it, it will have snowflake. I like to call it snowflake, or the hexagon crystal. He said that that is actually the most perfect form that the water can form. And he told us actually that this means that the water is energetically alive. And if we drink it, that it can make our health a bit better, because the body is 75% brain, 85% water. Watch your head here, please. When you come inside, you just enjoy.
Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids. Is this
Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun?
Yes.
Of the Love? Of the Dragon? Of the Moon? And Temple of Mother Earth.
Wow.
190 meters high? From the latest excavations, not from here where the sites originally start. From here to the top we have 270 meters. Cheops Pyramid?
In Egypt, yes. 147 meters, and this one is
190.
190. Wow.
Over 270.
Oh,
and what is
man,
that's
huge.
In nature can't be natural. If we connect the top of the pyramid of the sun with the top of the pyramid of the dragon and of the moon, we have, I like to call it same-sided triangle. And the distance is exactly 2,170 meters between the tops.
Exactly.
Nature can do that.
The precise is, wow. That is actually incredible.
2,170, 2,170, 2,000.
No, these things just cannot be down to chance. This is
sides. 45 degrees angle is
perfect.
Perfect. Orientation to the north, but cosmical north. That is Northern Star.
So it aligns with the pole star, Polaris. Wow.
Has the deviationary error of 0 degrees 2 minutes on the perfect. Here is 0 degrees 0 minutes, only 12 seconds, which can't.
No. This site is it's incredible. They really to just brush these things off as natural formations is shocking. But this is what the historical narrative is like. You don't want to reveal such an impressive site. Wow, what an incredible tour that was. So much information in there. Just incredible. It's not a natural formation. That is really shocking. Well, it's not shocking. This is what the world's really like, you know. They don't want to examine further, explore things further, but that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going down to this area here, park area. Not entirely too sure what is here. And then I think I'm going to go back up and do my own meditation in there, you know, a 1 hour ticket, because it'd be nice just to chill and relax in there. So let's go. And those of you that follow my other channel, Electric Realm, this is exactly the things that I'm speaking about. Electromagnetism, free energy, frequencies, sounds, vibrations. Really, there's a lot of information that we're not taught about, but this information really is coming to the front now. It's cat's out the bag, so to speak, and I think they're really struggling to contain this awakening of really what this place is. It's an electric realm. Everything is sound, everything is frequency, and everything is a vibration. The living waters, as she was speaking about, the living waters. Doesn't get any cleaner than spring water, that is for sure. This is the archaeologist that I was speaking about, the guy who discovered it, the Bosnian, Dr. Samir Sam. Really inspirational guy, alongside many of these others who are calling this what it is, which is, it's a pyramid. These are pyramid complexes. There's no two ways about it. And when you add into the equation, quite literally, the alignment of these pyramids with perfect geometry and alignment to the Pleiades star constellation, just like we have in Egypt, the alignment to the Orion Belt constellation, you begin to see the magnificence of the ancient world and the people who built these structures. Golden section, 7 sisters of Pleiades, match layout of 4 Bosnian pyramids, sun, moon, love and dragon. The chances of that being a random formation of nature, impossible, impossible. This is a pyramid complex. No two ways about that, my friends. And to have the golden ratio just shows you the mathematical precision that was needed to construct these places, which they were constructed. This is man-made. This certainly isn't a natural formation that the official liars want us to believe. Some of the many experts that you won't get to hear about in the mainstream. And this quote right here is very powerful. Bosnian pyramids are artificial objects created with careful planning of their shape and location, built with unknown technology whose purpose was to preserve primary cosmic vibrations. I love how they've utilised the natural springs in the area. Absorb the energies, the good energies. This is really what this is all about. This existence is a energy playfield. I'm just going to show you some of the stalls that are here selling some of the crystals. Very kind man. He saw my Nikola Tesla tattoo and caught his attention. And just showing me some of these. So what is this?
Carbodonium.
Carbodonium. And it is a crystal, huh?
Crystal.
Crystal. Look at the colours on this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful.
This.
Just there, yeah. Look at this. We have all the quartz, amethysts.
Amethyst, labradorite.
Wow.
This ahat. Citrine crystal.
Yeah. And this is this is the card for here. This is the
rose
place.
quartz.
Yeah.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful. Wow. Look at the colours of this. The colour.
Ahat. Opal.
Opal. Oh, this is gorgeous.
This.
Yeah, nearly. Explain to me this again. The
Orgonite.
Orgonite. And this protects negative ions, huh? So this absorbs the negative ions, produces positive ions. I believe that's what he said. And inside is copper. That is copper inside this. And I've spoken many times before about copper's properties, being an excellent conductor of electricity, which is ions, the movement of electrons, and this really is just a smaller representation.
There's a crystal berg.
Ah,
Berg crystal. This berg crystal.
yeah. Oh, this crystal's here.
Berg. It's
Wow. Oh, it's heavy, heavy.
1 kilo half.
This is really, really heavy. Yeah.
Natural.
Has amazing properties. Crystals able to absorb
This.
much energy and transform it into positive. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Really appreciate you giving me your time, showing me your stall here. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. So just here with some of the imagery, and it's difficult for me to get a clear shot of the pyramids up close and personal. As you can see, it's covered in a huge amount of vegetation, yet to be fully excavated. So the best we can do is this 3D visualization with no greenery to give you an idea of what is here. And as you can see, that is a pyramid all day long, on any day of the week that you ask the question. So I would suggest, with the amount of vegetation that is covering these structures, that either an event such as a mud flood style event has taken place, or it's been deliberately buried, deliberately covered up. And when you analyse the fact that they don't acknowledge this place, it starts to make sense. Okay, so our next point of interest is going to be the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which is the other side of the town. As you can imagine, these six pyramids that are here, it covers a large land space, and it's not easy to just walk around to these places. So we need to get transportation to get there, and then we'll go for a little exploration around there. Well guys, we might have to do this in 2 parts, because I just asked the taxi to take me to the Pyramid of the Sun, and they said I was at the Pyramid of the Sun, but the lady up there said I need to take a taxi to get to the other point of interest. And it's 5 o'clock in the evening now, so I'm walking back into town where I started. We'll suss it out. We might have to do it again in the morning, but we'll see how it plays out.